Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to another what if scenario video. In today's video, we're going to see what would have happened if the actual Anthony Davis trade went through. I'm going to let NBA 2K predict, and I'll become the GM of the Lakers if the Lakers were able to get Anthony Davis. So, in the trade, I think it involved Solomon Hill and Anthony Davis for Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram. And I think that's about it. But also, I actually want to look at the Pelicans and see how they go with the lineup they have. Kyle Kuzma, Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and we'll go down a bit. You see Josh Hart. Like I said, this will be just like a MyGm. So a two-year thing. Can the Lakers win a championship with the current lineup that they have? I will be making trades. We'll be doing all that good stuff. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating to see what would happen if Anthony Davis actually did end up on the Lakers. So let's get it. So the first thing I thought that LeBron would like is Nick Young, a shooter. Put some shooting around LeBron James as we head into the season. You know what LeBron loves playing with shooters. So let's see him to All-Star break and let's see where the Lakers are. So as we hit All-Star break, you can see the All-Stars here. Anthony Davis did make the All-Star team, so did LeBron James. No shock there. It's probably would have happened in real life if Anthony Davis was playing for the Lakers. He would have been an All-Star lock as he normally is. You look over at Team Giannis, pretty much the same. So currently with the record of 29 and 24. A little bit better than what the Lakers were around the All-Star break. I think they were 26 and 28. 26 and 20, yeah, 28, I think. But we have been receiving a few trade offers. Like I said, I definitely will be looking to improve the team. A few of the trades that I've been looking at, like this one for starters. Do we want to get rid of JaVale McGee? Do we want to keep him around? But I did want to make one trade before the trade deadline, because like I said, we definitely want to push for a championship in the first 2 years, because if we can't get it in the first 2 years, it's seen as a fail, and we're definitely looking for that pass mark. So this is the conference standings at the moment. Golden State at the top, and we are currently, I think we're 8th at the minute, 30 and 24 heading into the All-Star break. New Orleans Pelicans not far below us. They're not going as good as we are, but I do think the Pelicans would be going better than if they had all them players. But LeBron James, 23 points. You see Anthony Davis here, 21 points, 9 rebounds and 2 assists. So pretty much almost at his average. I think he would be averaging a little bit more. But with LeBron James on the team, he won't be doing majority of the scoring, even though it is only them two doing pretty much majority of the scoring. So as you guys can see here, Anthony Davis. I do think if he did go to the Lakers, I do think they probably would have made the playoffs. Just knowing how good Anthony Davis is, it's quite remarkable to think that he actually does want to leave the Pelicans, and I'm not too sure where he's going to end up. But let's head over to the Pelicans. You see here, Julius Randle is leading the points per game. Kyle Kuzma is second, no surprise. Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball all the way down here with 7 points and 8 rebounds a game. 8 assists and I think it's 6 rebounds. So, like I said, did want to make a trade, and you see here, I'm looking to unload Caldwell Pope's contract, and there was a few trades that looked okay, but there was only one that really stood out to me, and I really like this one here, Gerald Green and Eric Gordon. Andre Iguodala is a fascinating add as well if we could add him. Even Gallinari, I was thinking of adding Gallinari to the roster, considering he could play at the small forward position, and but like I said, we've already got LeBron James at the small forward position, and this Eric Gordon trade looked really nice to me. So I'm going to go ahead and do this Eric Gordon trade. So Eric Gordon will join us for the second half of the year as we look to improve our record as we make that playoff push. So Steph Curry was the MVP of the season. As you see here, 32 points, 8 assists. Trae Young was the rookie of the year, 27 points. Wow, Giannis Antetokounmpo, defensive player of the year, and Steve Kerr, as normal, is the coach of the year. First All-NBA team, LeBron James makes it from the Lakers team. I'm interested to see where Anthony Davis is. He hasn't made the first team. He did not make the second team. And he didn't make the third team. Wow. Anthony Davis did not make... He did make the all-defensive NBA first team, which is no shock. He always is in there. And this is what well, this is where we stood. Where did we end up? We ended up finishing third, so 51 and 31 after that trade with Eric Gordon, Rajon Rondo, Eric Gordon, Lance Stevenson, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. So we have Portland in the first round. The Pelicans finished with 35 and 47, just 2 games out of the playoffs. Pretty surprising that they did miss the playoffs, but the West is extremely deep, and with Anthony Davis on the Lakers roster, there's no shock there. So LeBron James averaged 26 points. Anthony Davis ended up averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. So not scoring as much as I thought, Anthony Davis, but he still is definitely up there with scoring ranks. He's the second highest scorer on our team, and like I said, we've got LeBron James on the roster, so you're definitely not going to be able to do majority of the scoring, which we thought may have happened. So the Pelicans also, let's swing across. Kyle Kuzma was averaging 17, Ingram just over 12, Lonzo still around that mark of 7 points and 8 assists. So let's get through this first playoff run. Can we do some damage? This is the lineup we're taking into the playoffs. Like I said, we're currently versing Portland. We finished with the 3rd seed. Let's see if we can do some damage. Portland take the first game. Portland take the second game. Wow. So we've actually been eliminated. Wow. So that's a shock. We finished with the 3rd seed, and the 6th seed Portland beat us. Where did we go wrong in this series? Damian Lillard will just been going off in every single game. Oh well, first season's done. Like I said, I was looking forward to doing some free agent moves. Just trying to think if I could have done a trade that may have helped us over the line. I don't really know what we're lacking. I know we're lacking a strong small forward because we're lacking a power forward. LeBron James isn't actually playing the power forward. He's playing the power forward position. As you see, the Golden State Warriors win the championship. No shock there. Kevin Durant, the Finals MVP. Let's sim through to the second season and let's see who's on the roster. So guys, we've got this second season now. I did make some big signings in the offseason. As you see here, we did sign Eric Bledsoe. So we brought in a genuine star, Pat Beverly, a backup point guard, Taj Gibson. We haven't been able to sign too many players, considering we have Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But this season, I'll be looking to definitely improve the roster. And this is the last season, so we have to really push for the playoffs. So we're at All-Star Weekend already, as you guys can see here. Anthony Davis, a 7-time All-Star now. LeBron James, of course, is an All-Star. Luka Doncic got his first All-Star nod, and so did Jason Tatum over in Team Giannis. No surprises there. We're at All-Star break. We're currently with the record 29 and 24. I do think we have a better roster than we did the year before with Eric Bledsoe, but like I said, I'm looking to make that big splash. So before we do any of that, let's quickly swing across and let's see where we're standing in the conference. Like I said, going to be making changes, and I wanted to make a big change if we weren't up there. Like I said, we definitely want to try and finish. So let's quickly look at the division and conference standings. So we're currently 7th in the Western Conference. Like I said, something has to be changed and something has to be done because this is our last season to do anything, and we can't really waste having a roster with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Looking at the statistics, Anthony Davis is the leading scorer at the minute, 20 points on the team, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. LeBron James is 19 points, and Eric Bledsoe is giving us 13 points and 4 assists. Through the amount of money that we're paying him, I don't know if that's enough. Kemba Walker actually plays for the Pelicans now with Kuzma, Ingram, so they have a solid team. By the Pelicans. So, like I said, guys, as this being the last season in the what if scenario video, I thought it was only right we need to make a big splash. And with the contract that Eric Bledsoe has and what he's producing, as you see, Anthony Davis is actually averaging a double-double at the minute. I just put him on the trading block to see what was offered and what we could get for him. As you guys can see here, we can actually get Andre Drummond, one of the best rebounders in the league. You know what? I can't turn that trade down, so we're going to take it. So Andre Drummond's going to join Anthony Davis and LeBron James at the power forward position. Arguably one of the best rebounders in the game, joining LeBron and Anthony Davis. It's going to take some pressure off Anthony Davis. As you see, Andre Drummond actually averaging a double-double. But we're going to go all out. We're going to make a splash. Knowing LeBron James at the trade deadline, when he's pushing for a championship, you know he loves to make trades. So I was definitely on the hunt for some more trades, as you guys will see here. I was after a good shooting guard, and I come across this deal that I definitely could not turn down. Lou Williams, Montez Harrell. We have to give up Taj Gibson, Pat Beverly. We have to give up a bit of toughness, but we're getting arguably the best six-man in the league as well. But he will be playing in the starting lineup, and we got Harrell coming off the bench. So this is the lineup we'll be taking through to the second part of the season. Well, it's not the fully lineup because, like I said, making that big splash. And we're going to bring back an old face, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. We definitely wanted a good point guard, a floor general, and I was just looking through free agents, and Rajon Rondo come up. So we're signing Rajon Rondo for the rest of the season. This is the lineup. This is the team we're going to be running with as we close for the end of the season, make that playoff push. I think this is a good foundation for LeBron and Anthony Davis to have with Andre Drummond, Lou Williams, and Rajon Rondo at the point. I think this is probably the best that we've looked in the whole 2 seasons that we've had with this team. So I was trying to make one more trade. So I was trying to do some extra trades but couldn't actually get anything done. So this is what the end of the season looked like for us. Steph Curry won another MVP, so he's actually got 4 MVPs under his belt. Dennis Schroeder won Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Anthony Davis actually won the Defensive Player of the Year. He averaged 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks a game, almost a steal a game, and about 3 assists for his travels. So Anthony Davis is definitely, after his first year with the Lakers, definitely stepping up. As you see, the All-NBA teams, Anthony Davis actually did make the first or second. LeBron James did make the second All-NBA team. Zion Williamson, who plays for the New York Knicks, who actually is carrying the New York Knicks, I must say. Anthony Davis finished All-NBA first team. And as you guys will see here, we actually ended up finishing with the 2nd seed, all the way coming down from, I think it was the 7th seed we had. We ended up finishing with the 2nd seed, 53-29, just behind the Houston Rockets. Also, all trades in this scenario are all turned off. It's just annoying if you're trying to get a scenario going and then people are getting injured and all that good stuff. So, as you guys will see here, player stats for us. LeBron James actually ended up averaging 20 points. Anthony Davis 20 points. I think his 20 points dropped once Andre Drummond joined the lineup. He was averaging around 21, I think, at the All-Star break, and then we ended up making the trade for Andre Drummond and getting in Lou Will and all that. Looking at the Pelicans, where they actually finished two spots out of the playoffs. I'm just going to swing across and have a look at their Kemba Walker, who actually plays for them now. Kyle Kuzma, right up there. Brandon Ingram was only averaging 10 points. I don't know if he was injured. Oh, sorry, well, he can't be injured, but only 10 points. Lonzo Ball almost averaging 10 points himself. So I wanted to sim this as quick as possible. This is our last go around. You see here, I simmed it really quick because we actually get through to the final. Western Conference Finals. We actually come up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Houston Rockets were knocked out. So Portland are the team who knocked us out in the first season. As you guys can see here, it was 1-1 and now it's 2-1. We take game 4, and for the advancement we lose. I was getting a bit worried here, but we ended up taking game, I think it was game 6. So we ended up winning that game. We're into the NBA Finals against the New York Knicks. As you can see here, Zion Williamson is actually leading the Knicks. Finished All-NBA second team. Did not win the Rookie of the Year, which was weird, but it's New York Knicks versus the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is all what it comes down to. The playoff stats, LeBron James has really turned on playoff mode. I think everyone's stats have gone up a little bit. Anthony Davis just dropped about half a point on his season averages. But New York Knicks versus the Lakers, I was pretty confident until this happened. The New York Knicks start to get on a roll, and I start to worry. 3-1, the Knicks are up at the minute. I'm like, let's do some simcasts. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if the Lakers can come back, because this is the last season of the challenge. This is, if it's a fail or a pass, if I've done the MyGm and I've gave Anthony Davis and LeBron James the best help they can get. As you guys can see here, it's a very, very tight game. But the Lakers start to pull away in the final quarter, and we do survive. We're definitely a chance to win the championship now. It's back to 2-3. Have to win this to make it a Game 7 to go back to LA. We jump out to a lead, but New York do start to pull it back in the third. But you see here, we pull away again, and it's going to a Game 7. And as you guys can see, we were knocked out by the Trailblazers in the first round of last season. Now we're in the NBA Finals in Game 7 against the Zion Williamson, Jimmy Butler-led New York Knicks. And it's all going well for the Lakers now. Anthony Davis is leading the Lakers to a championship, so is LeBron James. So let's sim in and watch the last 7 seconds Pretty remarkable MyGM what-if scenario. Do you guys actually think this would have happened if LeBron James and Anthony Davis did team up? So Anthony Davis actually finished with Defensive Player of the Year, All-NBA First Team, and now an NBA Championship. Looking at like some of the stats, I don't think he was a massive chance for the NBA Finals MVP when you've got LeBron James on your team. The signings of Rajon Rondo, the additions of Andre Drummond, Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, really helped the squad. And you see here they hosted up Anthony Davis and LeBron James. They win the championship. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do you guys think this would have happened if Anthony Davis was traded? And do you think the Pelicans would have done better than what they did? Anthony Davis ended up finishing with the championship in his first 2 years with the Lakers. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There'll be more videos coming out soon, so hit that subscribe button. I'll see you later.